What are we doing at the booth to help explain this story to our customers?
So we're doing a lot of things this year at the booth. First of all, we've unveiled a new color pattern, a new set of messages around digital transformation. The second thing that we've done is we've added an Amdocs commerce store, so we can show the applications that we talked around digital experience and digital dimensions. And so there we have an opportunity for customers to come in and see a combination of services from mobile financial services to digital commerce and omni-channel, where they can go through the actual experience that their customers go through, which is ordering products and services omni-channel. So they can start the transaction on one media, switch over to another media, end up in a store and have the transaction be picked up right there, with the store person being able to understand exactly what the context of that transaction has been all along, and fundamentally deliver a much better experience at the store. So that's an area that's getting a lot of traffic. We're going to see a lot of our customers downloading the application and trialing it. So they'll have an opportunity to really get their hands on the application. The second thing that we're doing is we've created a professional services lounge for our services business. And that lounge is really designed to have a more casual discussion on all of the capabilities that we have in SI&O, which have significantly expanded since the last Mobile World Congress. So from there they can go into the formal meeting rooms and have a much more specific agenda set of meetings, but the lounge itself is a much more casual way of introducing services to many customers who may not have known that we've had the significant breadth in our portfolio.
So definitely the vibe from the first day, and looking around here, it's busy, it's noisy, it's active, it's going well.
It's going very well. The booth is very busy right now. We expect it to get even busier Tuesday, which is typically the pattern. And I think we're well set up to support a whole variety of interests as we look to reposition Amdocs well beyond the billing and BSS heritage that we've had into a whole number of new areas that they might not have expected from Amdocs. So they'll see a pleasant surprise from Amdocs when they come talk to us, and I think we're in position to deliver a great story.
Thank you, Chris. And moving away from what's happening to Amdocs, let's take a look at the wider context of Mobile World Congress. There was a lot of interesting keynotes this morning. What was your key takeaway from this morning's sessions?
Yeah, I think the morning sessions were a continuation of some themes that had been discussed in prior Mobile World Congresses. But there's a tone now about evidence. What is happening in the world of 5G? What are the realistic timeframes? I think we all agree it's somewhere between 2018, 2020, depending on the operators. The standards bodies are coming together, so there still is a lot to be defined. But what we're hearing from the operators are much more pragmatic insight on where the opportunities for 5G are going to be. So extending well beyond the devices themselves, we're now talking about what kinds of applications are going to be created as a result of the low latency associated with 5G. And we've heard a number of examples about autonomous machines and autonomous cars. We've talked about healthcare and some interesting examples that were talked about in the keynote today. So I think 5G is getting a lot of attention. IoT is getting a lot of attention. And what's really interesting to me this time around is the breadth of industries that are attaching themselves to the IoT phenomena. So this is no longer just something that's being discussed in the communication service provider world. We've got auto manufacturers talking about it, we have healthcare manufacturers talking about it. So as you take a walk around the different show floors, you'll see a lot of different applications, whether it's Ford Motor Company talking about their connected car, whether it's AT&T showing connected luggage, the ability to track your pets when they're traveling with you. So we're now starting to see real tangible examples of how the IoT phenomena is going to extend well beyond the service provider community. And more importantly, from our perspective, is how can those service providers provide an integral set of value in that IoT ecosystem?